Barstow, California, a nerve center where 4,000 freight cars are handled every 24 hours. A $50 million electronic sorting marvel, and it's in the middle of the Mojave Desert.
Okay. 5697. All right. 5698. All right.
This is the Santa Fe Railway, all of it, as of 8 a.m. today. It's the Motive Power Distribution Center in Chicago.
Okay.
And nothing moves on the Santa Fe until these men, the operations planners, make it happen. They make the decisions that speed oranges from Fresno, California to Newton, Kansas, automobiles from Detroit to San Diego, wheat from Wichita to Houston.
All right. 5643. All right.
Yep. Here, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, they assign the power, the diesel locomotives that pull freight to its destinations smoothly, without delay.
Okay. 93251. All right. Deadhead caboose 464. Okay.
And this is a big day on their calendar, because as of 8 a.m., these men have a new tool, one that will make Santa Fe service more efficient, flexible, and dependable than ever. It is the new yard at Barstow, California. Barstow Yard, Santa Fe's nerve center in the desert, a vital hub on the railroad's 12,500-mile system.
We wanted a facility that would make our California operations smooth and more efficient, and to improve our shipping service between California points and virtually every other point on the railroad. Of course, that means better service with connecting railroads throughout the country. Barstow really means increased reliability and the ability to do things that we weren't able to do before.
Geographically, Barstow is the ideal situation for the Santa Fe operation. It's a junction point from our line from the east all the way from Chicago. And at Barstow, it branches out to Southern California and Northern California, which provides an ideal situation for classifying the cars for 3 different directions. There's been talk of building this yard since the 1950s, and various studies have been made to verify the fact that this was the place we wanted to build it. So what you're looking at here is what most of the construction site looked like prior to the time we made a few changes. We had a lot of problems in Barstow. From an engineering standpoint, it was very interesting and challenging to be here. We had the sand to contend with, Mojave River on the north. We had to make allowance for flash floods running off from the hills to the north.
And it was quite a task. They excavated and moved 5 million yards of desert sand. They built 2 miles of protective dikes, cut 600,000 cubic yards of rock, crushed it, and used it for track ballast. Then they laid 113 miles of welded rail over the 5-mile-long, 600-acre complex. To make the yard go requires an ultra-modern communications network, including signal systems, 10 radio base stations, 33 data circuits, a 400-line automatic telephone plant, and 100 portable pack sets. The Barstow plan incorporated special protection for the delicate ecology of the desert, too. They planted nearly 20,000 trees, hundreds of shrubs, 2 miles of ground cover. There's irrigation, and finally, the structures for the people who will make the yard go. And this today is the nerve center in the desert, the Barstow yard.
They're all hot, but that 3252.
And here's the quarterback of the Barstow team, the operations planner. There's an operations planner on duty 24 hours a day in the high tower at Barstow. He's the man who has a complete picture of everything happening and about to happen in the yard.
Well, it looks like a load of autos first out there, right? It'll leave on a 3245 tonight about 11.
4,000 freight cars move in and out of Barstow, counting both in and outbound movements on about 75 freight trains every 24 hours.
23 track on that 883. And then call that 876 right behind.
The plan of the yard's tracks allows trains to arrive and depart simultaneously. Trains can also bypass the Barstow facilities for direct routing to other destinations. Thousands of cars a day, inspected, recorded, handled, serviced, grouped into trains, and sped on their way. Information on all trains due to arrive in the next 12 hours, as well as the status on all trains currently in the yard, is stored in the terminal computer. The planner has this information at his fingertips. The TV display shows him the cars due or on hand in various parts of the yard, number of cars bound for each specific destination, and the status and assembling progress of outbound trains. With this data, the operations planner can route the cars through the classification to departure. He's in constant touch with supervisors, foremen, and yardmasters in the yard, as well as with other key points across the system. A train arrives from Northern California, the cars in random order, some bound for Texas points, some for Kansas, some for New Mexico, some for Southern California, others for Colorado points. Barstow's job is to classify these cars, to block them into trains headed for destinations along a common route, and to do it quickly and efficiently. The operations planner gives it a priority for the classification yard.
I'm master to the high tower.
Go ahead, Chris.
Norman, I'll be humping R1 next. I got Louis Estrada up there against it.
Let's go.
Okay, and next will be R9, if that's all right with you.
That's fine. It's 968 kind of form us anyway.
4 computers control the classification. They send the cars to their assigned tracks, any of the 44 main tracks in the Barstow yard, controlling the switches and the car speeds automatically. From there on, gravity powers the cars. The computers and automatic controls weigh them, transmit weight information to the retarders, operate the switches, measure the car's rollability, and slow the cars to the precise speeds for good coupling. That's as far as most freight classifying yards go. But Barstow goes one important step further. Because at Barstow, there's a mini hump to reclassify the cars. Why reclassify the cars? It may be that after the initial sorting or classification of cars, you have 16 cars going to 8 different points along the same route. Here's where the mini hump takes over. The mini hump conductor receives a list from the computer telling him which car is to be shoved to each track. In just 2 moves, he puts the cars in station order in the train. This means that the cars bound for the first destination stop along the route will be put at the front of the train, and the cars for the next stop will be next. So when the train arrives at a station, the cars are dropped off in order, and the train can go on with less delay. Barstow's mini hump helps traffic flow more smoothly all through the Santa Fe system.
We got them. Let's go west. 6 cars to a joint.
But Barstow is more than just a big electronic sorting machine. Every engine that comes through Barstow gets a thorough going over. Nearly 100 units every 24 hours.
Yeah, did you get that change on that 5673? I wanted in 5 on top of the 4600, please. 451 Garcia. Yeah, Anita, give me some inspections due on this 901.
From his tower command post, the supervisor controls all phases of diesel servicing and dispatching.
5917.
5917. It's a good turn. Car date the 30th.
This new inspection repair service facility is like huge outdoor clinic where the mechanical health of each incoming locomotive is examined. And it's quite a checkout. Running gear, engine, electrical system, car body, air gauges tested. Then the diesels are fueled, sanded, lubricated, restocked. Finally, everyone goes through the automatic washer. And even that wash water is treated, cleaned, and purified.
Are we going to need to take these lugs off, or do you think we can build these up?
Barstow's car service facility is a railroading man's dream. It's a one-spot facility. Cars needing repair are brought to the servicing men and equipment. Here, they can make wheel changes, repair draft gears and couplers, replace body center plates, and carry out the most exacting inspections, handling up to 78 cars and 12 truck changes a day. So cars coming through Barstow are not only kept moving to their destinations more efficiently, but they leave in good shape. Barstow, like the rest of the railroad, is an around-the-clock operation. Better service, reliability, performance. From the power distribution room in Chicago to this new yard at Barstow, California. Barstow and facilities like it have helped Santa Fe deliver for its customers. And that means they help put fresh fruits, vegetables, and other food products into our homes at a remarkably low transportation cost. These facilities and the men and women of the railroad make it possible to ship packaged food products, for example, for an average of just half a cent a pound. Barstow Yard, a desert nerve center. The latest investment for better transportation service. From the railroad always on the move, toward a better way.